So now we come to probably your favorite part of this whole assessment journey, how the wine tastes. Now, just to give you an example, the wine in the wanky wine world, I know we like to do this. We spit. Because when we go to wine tastings and we start tasting at 10 a.m. in the morning, it is not possible to drink and drink and drink and be standing up and take coherent notes. You, on the other hand, might want to enjoy your wine as you're trying it, and that is totally okay. But you can actually spit a wine out and get a sense of the way the wine sits on your palate. Which, when we say palate, we mean in your mouth, on your tongue, how it makes you feel. So when we're looking at a wine on the palate, particularly a white, it's quite important that we think about one aspect of the wine called the acid. So we think of biting into a lemon, and it's tart, and it kind of makes you salivate. So that's what we think about. So when we taste a wine, we think, okay, we described it by its smell and we got certain aromas. Quite often you'll get people say that they get the same aromas, that they will taste the same aromas that they smell. So before, when I talked about this wine, I said that I got pear, I got spice, I got a fruit called quince, and some honey flavors. I definitely get a honey flavor to this on the palate and a nuttiness. The spice is definitely there. If we go into the specifics of spice, it's like, do you get nutmeg or cinnamon? I'm just going to keep it simple and say it's a general house spice for now. And yeah, I get the pear. I get a bit more of a cooked fruit flavor. This wine is quite like viscous on the palate. So when I mean viscous, I mean it feels a bit thick and it feels a bit hot on my throat. So the alcohol, when you feel a bit of heat, you might go, oh, what's the alcohol content on the wine? Is it quite high? But we won't go into that for now. I would just focus on the texture. How does the wine dance on your palate? Does it feel like it's balanced? This wine to me feels a bit hot in the back of my throat, and I'm quite sensitive to a thing called sulfur, which we will talk about another time. But this alcohol content's actually quite light. So I think it's more to do with when the wine might have been picked in the season, and it's quite a ripened fruit, which also would explain why when we looked at the color before, it was quite ripe. And we're looking at a more golden color. It wasn't really green and kind of fresh and young. So overall, you couldn't complain with this wine. This wine's actually been open for over a week, and it's a half bottle. So I'm quite impressed with how it's holding together. But would I want to drink it again? With this much left in the bottle, unfortunately, I can't really. But I think I'd be after something a little bit more balanced.